What's up, y'all? What's up, people? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yep, it's been a minute since I did a late, early live stream. It's been a minute, y'all. It's been a minute. I want to thank each and every one of you who recently subscribed to the channel. I appreciate that. I really, really do. So you at the site? That's what's up. That's what's up. You at the site, man? Shout out to everybody that's at the site doing their thing. Shout out to all you guys and ladies who's at the site. What's up, Forever Studio? What's going on? Yeah, so I want to thank each and every one of you that have been watching the last few live streams. It's always a lesson that we all can learn from this situation. You know what I'm saying? And my bad for going that Keystone. It was just, you know, it happened, so it's on members only. If y'all want to see that video, it's on members only. Anyway, I'm starting to see a change going on. And the change that I see going on is that people want better environments, better situations, and people are not budging. Folks is not budging. And I'm, for one, is not budging either myself. I mean, like, you get to a point in your life that you just want to just chill and be at peace and relax, be around your significant other, be around your family that is on point, your extended family, the people you rock with and connected with. You know, it was going on Tanya So 100. So it's more of that going on, right? You know, it's a couple of things that's been going on in the world. I'll talk about it another time. Right now, we're just going to have a regular conversation. You know what I'm saying? Many of you know that it could be tough. It could be definitely tough when you deal with certain challenges that's in front of your face and there's nothing you could do about it because it's just a situation that you try to take care of to the best of your knowledge, and of the Most High perspective. And so this month has been crazy, y'all. It's been a crazy month. I just be glad when it's over with. The month of July. You know, it's a lot of things happening this month, and we're a few days away from August. So, what else I could talk about? To the UPS workers, yeah, they're going through it too. There's a lot of changes going on, y'all. Man, there's a lot of changes going on. It be on the internet too. There's a lot of changes happening on the internet, off the internet. Like, you just could feel it. Like, you could really feel it. Like, you like, wow. And there'll be days you just want to just sit, don't want to do anything. You just want to just sit and just relax your brain, relax your mind. We all have those moments that we don't want to do anything productive. We just want to sit and see what we need to better our situation and what's going to really work for the detriment, so it won't be as detrimental as we think it would be or you thought it would be. The reason why I say that is because people just like, yo, if this is going to continue to happen, what more can I do for the situation to change, right? So let's talk about it. Let's get to it. Let's get to something here I want you to listen to. Let's get to this clip right here. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. Here we go. You know who it is. We're going to talk about him. Long live Langston. Long live Langston did another rant, y'all. So we're going to hear the clip. Here we go.
Let me clear my throat. The U.S. of good old A owes Japan $1.1 trillion. China, $775 billion. The United Kingdom, $779 billion. Luxembourg, $410 billion. Canada, $328 billion. And black people, and it is a word, look it up, decillion dollars. Real talk. And that's just half of what the U.S. owes us. The other half, we'll take it in land. We want half of the United States of America spelled with 3 K's. So y'all can miss me with all of that. America's the richest country in the world. How? When it's in debt to these countries as well as black people. I just want to know, please, let me know. How is the United States of America the richest country in the world when it owes someone? It's in debt to other countries. Please tell me that.
There's no lies in that. There's no lies in what he's saying when it comes to the debt. We already heard what the billionaires say and what, he said earlier. Yeah. When you go to war, there's debt that has to be paid for the war. People don't realize that. That's nothing new. Let's continue, though.
While we're on that vibe, how in the world is America the richest company? Excuse me. I should say it like that. Not company, corporation. Because that's what the United States of America is, a corporation. How is it the richest? When the citizens that is, are dirt poor. The average American citizen is living from paycheck to paycheck. The elders are staying afloat, staying alive, based on their fixed income. It's gotten so bad. And I know y'all know the stories. You hear it all the time, but you just ignore it. It's gotten so bad that some older people can't even eat.
That's true. He's not lying about that. I mean, there's a lot of situations that's happening, y'all. Most elderly people are not getting the proper nutrition. Then times pass. There's a lot of hidden stuff going on that's coming out the woodwork. So he's not lying about that. That's true. That is very, very true. Anyway, let's continue.
To the point where they're eating with their dogs. They eat dog and cat food.
Wow.
Miss me with that.
I don't.
All of these people that are homeless ain't got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Jobless.
Yeah.
Being evicted out of their houses, their homes, their apartments. Having their cars repossessed. And these are people that are
having your cars repossessed. There's a high inflecting of cars being repossessed. It's funny. It's not funny. It's kind of like, could you imagine Wow, man. I don't even, man. There's a lot of people getting their cars possessed. A lot of cars getting possessed. Let's go.
Law Biden did things right. Law abiding citizens that did things right. They did what they were told to do. Notice I said they did what they were told to do.
Uh-oh.
They followed the rules, or they obeyed the laws.
Here we go.
Went to school, high school, graduated, furthered their education and went to college, graduated and went on to the work field or workforce or whatever.
Here we go.
And these same people, how the United States of America rewards them? With tariffs. That's crazy. If it's the richest country in the world, then the tariffs should be on the United States, not the U.S. citizens, because they can afford it. How is it that the rich and wealthy are getting tax breaks while the poor are getting taxed? Make me understand that.
Here we go.
Make it make sense, excuse me. Straight up.
Here we go.
I want to know. Because I'm tired of hearing this BS.
Even though we got on him about him not working, him not working, then again, he realized that it's not even worth working hard for what? Just to get the short end of the stick. So that's what he looks. That's how he look at the situation. He like, man, I ain't working a day of my life ever again. I'll take the little I have in this other country, and we'll live here the rest of our days. I'm not going back to that forsaken America. That's what's going on in his mind now. Let's go.
And this shit goes unchecked all the time. How in the world is the U.S. of good old A the richest country in the world? How can you be rich but broke at the same time?
And
the reason why I say that is because these countries that I just mentioned, the amount of money that the U.S. owes, the United States haven't even paid back.
Here we go.
Straight up. Let alone the interest. You know what? I think they still paying the interest on the money that they owe. This is crazy. This is crazy to me, man. Make me understand it. Make me get it. Straight up. Oftentimes people pick on me, oh man, look at your hair, and look at this, and look at that. Well, at least I'm letting you know just how much money I got. The only thing I could afford is a tank top, and definitely not a loctician. See, I ain't faking it. But that's what the United States does that on a daily basis. Straight up. If you're looking from the outside in, you would think that the United States of America spelled 3 Ks is doing great. And its citizens. Driving around fancy cars, staying in big houses, going shopping, all types of shit.
That's jealousy right there. I'm laughing seriously. That's jealousy, man. He making some points to an extent, yet that's jealousy talk right now. That's jealousy talk. Anyway, let's go.
And little do these countries, all these people that live in foreign countries know that everything is based on credit. And that sooner than later, credit's going to catch up to you. It's going to come a time when you're going to have to render under Caesar. And if you don't have that money, you're going to be at Schitt's Creek.
Here we go.
Boy, these motherfucking rappers kill me when they talk about how much money they got. And they holding up their money, doing phone, money phones and shit. Holding up their money, talking and shit. Like, that shit is crazy to me.
I agree with that.
You just as rich as the broke-ass country that you live in. And that's real fucking shit. And I'm not talking shit because I'm living in another country. Because this country that I'm living in, you know what I mean? For real. According to people looking from the outside in, this is a third world country. But I can tell you, they are far more rich and wealthier than the average American. You want to know why? Because they ain't got to go to the grocery store to get their fucking food.
Well, that's something I have to agree with. I have to agree with that. They can't. They don't have to go to the grocery store because they grow their own food. They take pride in growing their own food. Food is wealth too. Food is definitely wealth, people. So, anyway, let's continue.
And just because you make 60, 70, 80,000, $90,000 a year, or you a six-figure nigga, that don't mean shit. Let's calculate how much expenses you have. Let's talk about, let's deduct the cell phone that you pay for.
Oh God, this guy. Yo, this guy is worried about phones. Yo, I expect the chat to be quiet, but this is crazy, man. But yeah, we know phone bills can be very high. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
The service,
Uh-huh.
rent, or most cases, mortgage,
Yep.
car insurance, home insurance,
Here we go.
gas
Here we go.
for the house, gas for the car, oil changes, brakes being done, maintenance on the car,
Here we go. Here we go.
gym membership,
Oh.
light bill, water bill. Some
Oh, God damn. God, man. This guy know all the perks, man. He said, oh man. To come think about it, I didn't even think about all that stuff he's mentioning. Whew.
people still have a landline, phone bill. I could go on with this shit. If you have a house, maintenance on your house, you may need new roofing. Your pipes might have busted. You have to get that replaced. Your septic tank outside, they had to dig that shit the fuck up and replace it. You have someone cutting your grass. Like, I could go on with this shit.
Listen, at the end of the day, it's true. It's true. You got the more money you make, the more expensive and the more madness you got to deal with. So there's some truth to that. There's some truth to that. There's no getting out of this situation. It seemed like for the most part, you think you out of the situation and you back into the madness.
The food, the money that you spend on groceries per month. Entertainment, whether you go to the club, the strip club, the bar on Wednesdays and Saturdays. I could go on with this shit. Church. the, the 10% that you pay, the tithes, as well as just a regular free will offering. Taxes on everything that I just named. And federal and state taxes out of your check. 401k. The list goes on. At the end of the day, and all of the investments that you made, whether it's stocks and bonds or whatever have you, at the end of the day, you ain't left with shit. Miss me with that shit. I know how this shit goes. You know why some of y'all don't like me? Because I lived your life. I know how much you spend per day, per month, per year. I know how much you make. I used to be in that fucking gerbil wheel. I know that shit to the T. You can't fool me and shit. I know a lot of you all are running away from the repo man, putting the fucking car inside the garage. I used to do that shit back in the day.
He said that he used to oh snap. God. Yo, this guy admitted on YouTube that he did not pay insurance on his vehicle into repo man. Oh man. Yo, this is crazy. Yo, this guy, here's the crazy thing. This guy I don't know, man. It's like the lazy men get more. The lazy men get more money than the guy that's working hard, man. This is crazy, man. This is all I could do is laugh, but it's just sad at the same time. Listen to what he said again. Listen.
At the end of the day, and all of the investments that you made, whether it's stock, stocks and bonds or whatever have you, at the end of the day, you ain't left with shit.
Wow.
Miss me with that shit.
Here we go.
I know how this shit goes. You know why some of y'all don't like me? Because I lived your life. I know how much you spend per day, per month, per year.
What?
I know how much you make.
What?
I used to be in that fucking gerbil wheel. I know that shit to the T. You can't fool me and shit. I know a lot of you all are running away from the repo man. Putting the fucking car inside the garage. I used to do that shit back in the days. Fuck out of here. I know some of you all are going down. The same motherfuckers that talk shit about your family members about getting help and shit. He on EBT. He on Section 8 and everything. You motherfuckers, y'all are right downtown right now in your city trying to get assistance as well. Stop it.
What?
How in the world is the United States of America the richest country? And at the end of the day, this is street talk. Street talk. How the fuck you got money and you owe people? Straight up.
Oh man. Ooh. Well, he ain't lying about that, even though he probably owe too. Probably. Or don't owe anymore. I don't know. Yeah, there's some truth to that. Yep. That's why there's a lot of fake stuff going on. You know, it's not hard to figure it out.
Then if the United States was in the streets, she can come out. Cause she owe everyone. Motherfuckers will be like, yo, is she spending bread? Is America over there getting a slice? A cheese slice? How's she able to afford that? She owe me motherfucking money. That's what UK is saying. That's what Japan is saying. That's what China's saying. That's what Canada's saying. How the fuck she over there buying new clothes and shit? She owe me fucking money. That shit's crazy to me, man. I'm tired of hearing that shit. I'm tired of it. If America, if she's so rich, then the tariffs, all of the tariffs, should be on her, not on the U.S. citizens. That's real shit.
I agree with him 100%. I agree with that. The entity is telling the truth. It should not be on an American citizen. It should be on those who is overloading the budget. Should be responsible for the mistakes. And I was talking to somebody about that. We paying for other people's mistakes. How many of you agree that we are paying for other people's mistakes? Put a 5 in the chat. Put a 5 in the chat if you agree that we paying for other people's mistakes. We're being penalized for paying for other people's mistakes. We're being penalized for it. So he's right about that. There's some things that I don't agree with him in terms of not providing for his family and all that stuff. You know, he admitted that he haven't worked in a long time. This is the same guy that uses the system to his advantage too, even living overseas. You know what I'm saying? He's getting some type of perk. He ain't gonna tell y'all that, you know what I'm saying? However, he's telling the truth though. We're paying for people that's lazy. We're paying for people that don't want to work. And so it gets to a point you don't want to work. You thought about not working because you like, what's the sense of working when I'm not getting back what I deserve? I'm paying for other people's mistakes. So I'm living in a country or anywhere in the world and I'm paying for somebody else's mistake. Wow. People are tired of being taken advantage of by this system. Let's go.
That's real shit. I'm not even making this shit up or embellishing on the truth whatsoever. This is raw. And I'm just tired of hearing it. I'm tired of hearing it. I'm tired of hearing that the United States is the best country to live in, is the richest country to live in, and all the rest of that shit. Nowadays, you hear motherfucking Americans bitching and complaining all day, every day on social media.
That's true.
And
That's true.
it ain't the blacks. It's really motherfucking the melanin recessive ones just complaining. I didn't vote for this and blah 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 and this and that and so forth. It's so crazy how when it didn't affect you, you wasn't bothered with it. Blacks been complaining about how shit is in America. Been complaining. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody want to hear shit black people had to say.
That's
Before
true.
there was a woke movement, there was a thing called conscious community. Straight
Oh,
up. Which the woke movement, the melanin recessive people stole that, what they call a woke movement from black folks. There was a thing called a conscious community. And we warned people, we let people know just how dirty and grimy that bitch is. And you know who we talking about? You know who we talking about? We talking about America.
yeah, but you live in good. You have your family living good in Asia, based on American dollar. You're not transferring your money to the Asian dollar. That's not only the next thing full of crap because if it wasn't for America, you wouldn't have your family living off your payments, whatever payments you got going on with them. Listen, y'all, while he's saying some truth, at the same time, dude is not even worried about what's going on in America. He just likes to shove it in people's faces that's going through it here. He like to shove it in their face, y'all. It's unbelievable. I'm not that type of person. I just say that we all dealing with some BS in this country. Oh, absolutely. To an extent, we are. There's no getting around it. We're paying for other people's mistakes, and is it fair to us? No. So, look, I'm gonna get on out of here. I'm gonna rest right now. I need to rest. Definitely need to rest. I've been up most of the day. I didn't really do too much yesterday, and so I've just been laying low. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta lay low and just chill out and don't do too much. You know what I'm saying? Even though you got goals to achieve and you got things you want to do, at the same time, there's a time and a place for it. It is what it is. She says, Ethereal says the American dollar is losing its value. That's why other countries are coming together against the American dollar. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree with that, Ethereal. I agree with that. The issue is we're not coming together like we're supposed to avoid a devastating on our end. I mean, other ethnicities are doing that. We're the only ones that's not doing it right now. We only. This is the thing. I'm gonna say this before I go. We don't come together. We don't come together to win. We don't come together to win. We don't put our resources together to win. Everybody else is doing that right now. We're the only ones that's fighting each other over money. We're the only one that's fighting each other over money. It's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. Let me see what you're saying. 2053 plan. Look it up. Okay. Yeah, we've been sold out, Carla. I know you're right. You're right. We've been sold out. We've been sold. We've been sold to other countries, y'all. Our money is no longer value ethereal because we owe so much money to other countries. He's telling the truth. We owe money to other countries. We had no business being in certain situations. If you can't take care of your own people, how the hell you gonna tell how other people to do what to do in their country? That's the biggest mistake America did, was going to other people's business. That's why we're in the situation we is. You know what I'm saying? There's no escaping the irresponsible of what the country has done, and we're going to be affected by it some way somehow. We're going to be affected by it, and it's like the Most High, man. He said this is going to happen, and wow, it is happening, y'all. It's really happening. I love that answer. Let me. I'm glad Forever Studio is on to it. He said, "You really think America owe money, or it's a skit to bring the one world currency?" Yeah, Forever Studios onto it. Yep, you onto it, Forever Studio. It is a skit because if the country is broke, then why are we still working? Seriously, if all the countries are broke, then why everybody still working? How is we still getting paid? How we still getting paid? So it's a scam. It has to be a scam. What it is that they want us to go against God. They want us to go against Christ. That's their goal. You know, how's people still getting food and shelter? Yeah, there's a lot of people homeless. Absolutely, there's a lot of women homeless. There's a lot of men homeless. Yes, it is. It's facts. We are. Listen, guys. I'm gonna tell you. Me and Ethan talk about this, right? Me and Ethan talk about this. One thing we said that we knew when America was in trouble is look what's happening to the women. The women have been y'all been lied to, ladies. The biggest skit that ever happened to you, ladies, in the sense is letting the government be your husband. The government has betrayed y'all. What the men been going through it for over the last 40 years, right? The men been going through the we men have been warning the women. We men have been warning the woman not to trust the government. And a lot of women trust the government, and the government has done y'all wrong over the last 2 years. Fellas, over the last 2 years, women gone through it. They just don't. They don't talk about it online as much as you men talk about it. That's the difference. Um, when a country don't take care of the women and kids, it's a wrap. The country is done. And I have to admit that the country is not taking care of the woman and the men. I mean, the women and the children. They already removed the men from power, right? They removed the men from power. Now they have figured out a way to destroy the women and children. And once that happens, the country cannot recover from that. Because if you don't take care of the woman and kids, then how you have a country that's powerful? It don't make sense. The only way a country could be powerful if you allow the men to provide for their family, to provide for the woman and the kids. That's when you have a powerful country. And America does not promote powerful families. They don't, for the most part. And so a lot of you ladies have trusted government over your man, and they got you tricked. That's the biggest skit they ever did to you. That's the biggest skit is that they got the women and the kids caught up in this mess in America. And I was talking to this couple today. I was talking to this couple to I was they had a son, right? They took the son. They was taking their son to get a checkup. And I could see the brother. It made me be in tears, y'all. I was in tears. The brother was like a little bit overweight, and I could see how his woman was looking. Let me say this. Let me tell you what happened. His woman was checking me out, right, because I'm in shape. Her man is not in shape, right, and he let himself go because he's dealing with, he's dealing with issues. I could tell there's issues with the couple, and I'm talking with the brother. I'm encouraging him. I said, listen, man, I know it's not easy, man. When she took the kid out, I talked with him for a few minutes because I could see it in his face how he feel like he feel like he don't deserve his woman and the kid. You got a lot of men like that. They feel like they don't deserve a woman and a kid because they can't even provide for their own woman and kid. Whatever they doing, it's not enough. They're just getting by. And so I told him, I said, look, man, I said these words to him. I said, brother, this woman cares about you. Most women would have been left you behind. I told him straight up. I said, this woman cares about you. She gave you a kid. She's not out there like that. Cause I could read the vibe, you know what I'm saying? He thinking that she's cheating and messing around. I told him to the side, I said, brother, you don't have to tip me. You don't have to give me anything. I'm just glad to be of service. But let me tell you one thing. This woman cares about you. Yes, she could have had any other, man, but she chose you for a reason. Get yourself in shape, fam. Get yourself in shape. Don't let your kids see that. Lord forbid you in in the hospital. This is exactly why I told him respectfully. And and then so he was appreciative of that. He said, "Man, he said, why'd you tell me this, man?" I said, because I was in your situation. That's why. I was 380 pounds. I said, get your behind back in that gym and be there for your kid. Don't worry about the money situation. It could be, it could be, it could be. It was like the Lord let me put me in that situation. He said, you remember you was overweight? Look where you at now. You're in great shape. You're in great health. Be thankful for that. Most people your age don't get to lose weight like you lose weight. So these are the things I had to think about, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. So that just teach me a lesson about how the most high really will put you in a situation to teach you what's really going on, you know. Let me see what Ethereal said. She said, this is really not no, it's not about gender wars. Yeah, yeah, it's not about gender wars. You're right, Ethereal. Mm-hmm. Yep, yep. So I encourage him, man. I was just feeling bad for the guy, man, because I could tell that his woman was like looking at me like she wished her. Guys, it's unfortunate. Most women ain't gonna tell you, but if they really care about you, they'll tell you. I wish my man would look like you. When she gave me that look, I said, "Oh my goodness!" I said, "I gotta talk to this brother because I know he gonna feel some type of way." Because she was looking at me like she wished I had a baby by her, and this is what causes a lot of strife. You know what I'm saying? I was that heavy set dude, so I know what it's like. You know. I know what it's like to be overweight, and you have an attractive woman that could leave you. You be thinking that she gonna leave you. No, she ain't gonna leave you. Get in shape, bro. Get in shape. Get back to where you used to be. Do it for you. Do it for your kid. It's not about the woman. Do it for your kid, man. I told him, do it for your kid. If you think she's gonna be insecure, do it for your kid, bro. Your kid needs you, man. I don't want to see you in the news that you had some type of health heart problems. You know what I'm saying? So I say you can't worry about what the woman think, man. I said you got to think about get yourself together, bro. Well, I'm thinking about my woman. I say your woman, if she loves you, she would tell you to get your fat behind back in shape. So I know she's telling you that because she's looking at me. I said, bro, I don't want your woman. I said respectfully, I'm not here to take your woman. I'm here to just do my job, bro. Y'all know how many women been hitting on me on the low? I'm not even thinking about that. I'm in a relationship with somebody. So even before I was in the relationship with the lady I'm with currently, I was getting hit on. You know what I'm saying? Because women seeing that I'm getting in shape, I'm losing the stomach, losing the gut. They see me slimming down, so they already ready to throw themselves at me because because the reality is the more healthy you are, the woman is willing to procreate with you. She is going to procreate with you eventually. Then some guy who's 300, 400 pounds. Do guys 300, 400 pounds have babies? Absolutely. The thing is, it could be complicated for the woman to want to walk with you, and you barely could walk yourself. So I'm telling y'all, man, get yourself right with God through Christ. Like Ringo said, order. Get right with God. Get right with the Christ. Get your health together. Get your paper right, and deal with the the people accordingly and the woman accordingly. If you could do that, you'd be good to go. It's not easy though. Yeah, it could be done. So yeah, yep, it's very important to get yourself in shape. Yeah, yeah. So women looking for free. Ooh, Carla, you're not lying. Carla, you're not lying. Let me tell you guys something. Let me tell you fellas something. You think a woman wants you because you're in shape? You think a woman wants you because you got a nice car and a house? No, she wants you to live off of your labor. To live off of your labor. She got other men she got lined up just in case your labor ain't going well. If your labor ain't going well, she gonna find another free sucker. This is crazy, man. That's why. That's why I don't be jumping from woman to woman. Y'all be thinking that. Hell no. I ain't jumping from woman to woman. What's going on in society? Hell no. Hell no. I don't care how fine she is. She could be the young Halle Berry, man. Shoot. Hell no. I stay to myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting with a woman just to get with a woman these days, man. That's why I was telling Ringo that's the easy part. It's not hard to get a woman just to get a woman. For her to be committed to you, it's the hard part. Getting a woman, that's not the hard part. To get her to commit to you, shoot, you be lucky if she commit to you for 2 days. You be lucky. You be lucky if you get 2 days commitment out of her. And it's 2025. Shoot, if you could get a woman to commit to you, you better hold on to her, homie, because it might be another 10 years before you find a woman that's into you for you. I don't care. I don't care if you making a lot of money. I don't care if you the handsome dude. She say She say you handsome, you cute. She still leave you behind for the child. She'll leave you she'll leave you behind for a guy that's living in the street, eating out of trash cans. Man, this is crazy, man. Oh man. This world is crazy. This world is crazy. You said I have two sons. I see how the woman doing. Whoo wee. Fellas, if you find a good woman, a decent woman, you better hold on to her because it's hard to find one. I'm telling you, you're gonna find a lot more seasonable women for you for summertime, fall time, winter time, springtime. You'll be with a woman 3 months, and she'll force her way to break up with you. Shoot, this is crazy. This is crazy. Oh, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. This stuff is real, y'all. This stuff is freaking real, man. If you think these guys is happy in these relationships with these broads, man, you crazy, man. It's all smoke and mirrors, man. It's all smoke and mirrors, fellas. You better off being to yourself than being a smoke and mirror relationship. Yo, let me tell you guys something. Let me tell you guys something. I told this um I told this woman, you're not interested in me. You interested of using me as a you want to use me to get your name up. So when you get your name up, you could be with the man you always wanted to be. And she was like, "Oh, what you trying to say?" I said, "I'm in a relationship. I don't want you. Bye." I told her that straight up. I said, "Listen, woman, I'm in a relationship. You're not my type. Bye." She was like, I'm used to getting a lot of men telling me yes. I said, "Well, I'll tell you no. Bye." She was pissed. She was like, "Oh, so you got a woman?" "Yep." I said, "I got a woman that's on point. You're not on point, so get out of my face." I said, I said, I said, when I came to Florida, I was a little bit on the heavy side. You ain't give me no attention. Now you want to give me attention? Oh, I see why. Because you want to use me to get to somebody else. That's better in a better situation. You a user woman. I could be. It's so much women that try to think that they're gonna get in. I'm like, nope, nope. I have respect for myself. Um, I'm not gonna be operating in this world to be sleeping with just any woman just to be sleeping. Like what, fellas? Don't do it, man. Don't do it. You're gonna lose out on your life doing that. Sleeping with a lot of women. I'm telling you, don't do it. You better have some discipline. Deal with one woman. Deal with one woman. If you plan on dealing with another woman, you better make sure she's not on some BS. I'm not, man. I'd rather be with one woman for the time being. Telling you that right now. I know y'all may be shocking. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Too many of these, too many of these women is on demon time, man. They crashing out, man. Could you imagine you dealing with a woman, she crashing out on you? She ain't nothing worse than a woman crashing out on you, y'all. Yep, woman super crashing out. Whew. So yeah, yeah, you gotta have some type of sanity, man. It's not easy. All right, let's continue.
Nobody didn't want to listen to us. They called us conspiracy theorists. Straight up. They also had a name. What else they call us? Black liberation theology. That's what they said when we started talking about the ills and you know of America and how black people are treated in America. They said, "Ah, man, that's some black liberation theology shit." And now look at you all. Now look at you all. Now that America has came and bitten you in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
Now your world is turned upside down, straight up, and that's on you. That's on you. You don't hear too many blacks complaining because we used to the shit. We used to the lies.
Uh-oh.
That's what politicians do. They make you feel good. Straight up.
Oh, snap.
But all of them are nothing but liars and cheaters.
But you still using. But this is the thing, man. He's right about that. The thing is, we all still using the same currency we complain about. Listen, the truth of the matter is, we all using the same currency we complain about. Yo, if you think about it, he's right. The entity is correct. At the same time, we all still using the same currency we complaining about in America and throughout the world. Let's go.
And that's real talk. All our taxpayer money is going in the pockets of the filthy rich. Straight up. How are you the richest country in the world and you owe people and you lending money out? You giving money to Israel,
Uh-oh.
Palestine, not
Uh-oh.
Palestine, excuse me, Ukraine.
Uh-oh.
That shit is crazy to me. How is it? Oh, this is my word, man. Like, how is it that these countries that I just named, Japan, Canada, China, and the likes, are just looking at this shit like, yo, if it was me, I'd be like, yo, you lending out money to people, you handing out dollars here and there, whatever. Yo, give me my shit, my nigga. Give me my shit.
Uh-oh.
It should be crazy, man. And these melanin recessive people, man, they be caught in that shit so much. Don't you understand? Like, there are portions of America that's not even owned by Americans, let alone America, the United States. There are portions of America that China owns.
That's no lie in that. That's no lie in that. That is no lie. We can't debunk that. There's no lie in that. Anybody say otherwise, you crazy. China do own a proportionary of America, particularly the Northeast, the Midwest, the Northwest, out there in the Bay Area, out there in Los Angeles, especially Los Angeles. Um, they are in the South too, by the way. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like they're not in the South. You know, I have come across a few in Florida, so this stuff is real. What he's saying, there's no lie in that. The thing is, you in the rule of the law in Asia, so you can't escape. The point is, wherever you at on the earth, you're gonna deal with nonsense. The question is, which nonsense are you willing to deal with? Let's go.
There's other countries that own portions of America. So when you be on some shit, when you telling somebody to go back home, straight up, for one, you an immigrant your damn self. You melanin recessive people. Straight up. That's the first thing. And then the second thing is, you're foreign on this land because it ain't even owned. It's not even American soil anymore. It's been sold.
Yep, that's true. He's right.
So just when you thinking, oh yeah, you know, I'm you know what some of these countries did? They say, you know what, we're gonna save face. We just gonna, as an example now, we're gonna continue to let them call the state of North Carolina, North Carolina. Even though we bought that state and we could rename it and call it the Republic of China and the United States or some shit like that. We're just gonna keep it North Carolina for now.
Ooh, man, now he's going in. Oh boy. Oh, I was told about that. I was told that they got a lot of parts of North Carolina now. China has a lot of say in North Carolina. You folks in the North Carolina, let me know in the chat, in the comment. I mean, Carla, you up there? What's going on? Um, they get in Georgia too, and Texas, and parts of Florida as well. You know, there's some truth in that. Ooh, it's gonna be messy. It's going. By the time Americans realize what's going on, it's already too late because we've been distracted with nonsense. Let's go.
Like I said, as an example, man, man, you don't even know what to have, man. Y'all caught up in this bullshit, and it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. How in the world? Listen. I'm gonna pull y'all a little bit closer to me. How in the world are you saying that America is the richest country in the world when they're broke? If you owe someone money, you're broke. No matter how much money you have, because if you had the money that you owe the people to, why not pay them? If you're the richest country in the world, then China, Japan, Canada, and Luxembourg and black people will be like, yo, you know what? You know what? United States sure is right. They are the richest country in the world because they paid us back. You know what's so funny? And I know this has been said a million times over. The United States don't want to pay black people or any country at that because they probably ain't got it. They got to print that shit up. Real shit. It ain't but so much fiat money, physical. 75% cotton, 25% linen is circulating in America. In other
That's
words, they ain't got enough dollars to pay these countries back as well as black people, black folks. Bullshit. So they gotta print the fucking money up. I tell you what, I give America this. They ain't the richest country in the world, but they sure are the fattest. Obesity in America is off the roof. Go.
obesity is off the roof in America. He's not lying about that. Even the children are obesity. How many of you have noticed a lot of children being obesity? Not only adults being obesity, I've seen 5, 7, 8 year olds obesity. He's not lying about that. He's not lying. You could say what we could get on him at the end of the day. Asia is the most healthiest country in America. I mean, in the world. The Asians are the most healthiest in the world, y'all. They are. You go to Japan, you go to Thailand, you go to certain parts of these countries. The women are fit, the men are in shape. That's a fact. Um, when it comes to America, we the number one obesity. Um, you don't see too many fit men and women in America. We overeat, we overdrink, and we don't take care of ourselves. We don't pride of taking care of ourselves like we used to. I remember when I was a young man, our women used to be in shape. We used to be in shape as men. Um, Majority of the sisters are obese. Majority of the brothers are obese, and some of us look older than what we're supposed to look. I seen 20-year-old women looking like they're in their 40s, even here in Florida. I'm looking at them like, wow. She said, oh, I'm 24. I'm like, what? You don't even look 24. You look like you 50 years old, woman. I'm saying that in the back of my mind. I'm like, oh my goodness. We have accepted obesity and we think we ready for war. The average man cannot even walk past 2 miles. The average woman cannot even walk 1 mile. Yep, we have given ourselves over to obesity to cover our pain. Let's go.
The United States leads the world number one in obesity. I give them that. Straight up. Number one when it comes to being unhealthy. Bullshit. Man, Americans are struggling. That's bullshit, man. Struggling. And you got a country that claims that they're the richest country in the world, but yet and still they don't even want to help their own people.
He's not lying about that.
Make that make sense to me, please. I dare a lot of you all to make that make sense to me. I dare you in the comment section of the videos, of this video, excuse me. And please, before you respond, don't give me the bullshit. Don't give me the bullshit jargon. Don't give me some shit. Don't give me copy and paste. That's my word. Don't give me copy and paste. Don't give me some shit that you heard from CNN, Fox News, C-SPAN, and all the rest, and your local politicians and shit. Don't give me none of that shit. Give me a logical fucking answer.
Oh snap, yo. Yeah, he's on one today. So let me see what Italian Mama says. The fitness person I follow on G said the same thing. I'm I'm 35, looking 25. The girl said I never age. I'm about to hit some calisthenics and jogging in a few hours. That's what's up. Carla says our food is destroying us. Mothers are not cooking at home and allowing the children fast foods. Yep. She says, yes, we're not safe in North Carolina. Our government have sold America out to China. People needs to wake up. That's true. That's true, Carla. Yep. Yeah, so listen, y'all. I've been on over an hour. I appreciate the support. You know what I'm saying? Forever Studio, thank you for the support. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the support, fam. Appreciate it, appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Did anybody else support it? Let me double check to see if anybody else supported. And Keystone, for future reference, don't ever say in the chat. That goes for anybody. Don't say in the chat you're gonna support me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be careful of what you say in the comment section respectfully. When you support, you don't have to make mention you're gonna support me. You're gonna do it when you're ready to do it, all right? Uh, People that support don't make mention they're gonna support me. They just do it. You know, if I'm gonna support somebody, I'm not gonna tell them, oh, for example, that's like me telling Ringo, I'm gonna support you tomorrow, and I didn't support Ringo tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that's an example. So just be cognizant of. Don't say certain things. Just do it, and that's how business is supposed to be. When I support somebody, I just do it. I'm not gonna tell them I'm gonna do something. You know. So I saw that comment. I just didn't talk about it at that particular time. You know. So appreciate the support, Carla. Thank you for the $5 contribution. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. No, I don't have no issues with you, Keystone. Just be cognizant of what you say. When you do it, I appreciate it. Cause you gotta understand. That's like me telling somebody I'm gonna give them $10, and I haven't given them the $10. They may need the $10. You know what I'm saying? They may need it. So, you know, just for a thought out there, Keystone. You know what I'm saying? We all dealing with certain situations, so I get that part. But just don't mention that in the comment section because people gonna be questioning that. People like what? Keystone, why you telling Rollo that? If you're gonna support him, don't tell him that. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's coming off. That's coming off. That's coming off as a situation as you act like I'm desperate. No, it's not. It's not being desperate. It's just a respectful thing. You know. So that's all about I have to say about that situation. Yeah. So listen, y'all. I need to get some rest. I've been up on almost 18 hours, y'all. This is crazy, man. Because I had too much on my plate. Uh, so I gotta see how this goes today. I gotta get back on the field. I just can't sit and just not let the entities or deities get the best of me. I will say this: don't trust the banks, though. Don't put everything and trust it in these banks, in these bitcoins. Put enough to whereas you're not going to be disrespected. And I will also say, Carla, I think that China's running the banks too. I really think China's running our banks, y'all. I don't think that these banks that the these these four folks. I don't think that they run the banks no more. I think China owns our bank too. You know, it's all by design. It's all by design. Well, before you wake up, if our children have to learn China as a language, yeah, we know then. Because I heard that China's becoming secondary, not Spanish. So, ooh, ooh, this is going to be one of those situations. You know, I think Trump is a president for the reason of us getting our stuff together. When I look at the situation of this president or the world leaders, if you think about it, it's forcing us to get our stuff together, like Carla said, because um, the way America is paying its debt is by giving land to foreign people, people from other countries, and us, we're gonna be working for them if we're not careful. And one thing I'm gonna say before I close, you think working for these other entities that's not like us in America or something, ladies and gentlemen, working for China man, ask their own people what they go through. Ask their own people what they go through. You'll get your answer. You'll be like, God, man, why I gotta work for them now? Because they let me say this before I go. Remember, they can't even provide food for their own children in China because why? It's overpopulated and there's nothing growing in China. Remember, China doesn't grow food. Where's the food growing in China? With all that pollution and all that toxin in the air in China and India, they got more people than us. Yet, what's going on? Plagues. America's soil still fertile. Why? Because we here. The Israelite people still here. And the Most High said he will not make us starve. So despite all the BS we dealing with, As long as we got food and shelter for the time being, that's wealth right there. And your health, that's wealth right there. Say if you could get up in the morning by the Most High and you have your health, you have shelter and food, that's the currency. Everything else is a facade, y'all. Everything else is a facade. You know, everything else for the most part is a facade. Sure, we need transportation. At the same time, honestly, we could do without transportation if we had everything in our backyard. We will not need transportation for the most part, unless we got to take care of personal business elsewhere. Uh, BS is May. I think a lot of these companies have showed out to China. For real, for real, for real, for real. Yeah, they're working over 24/7. They make you. Let me see. He says, "Yes, look at the infrastructure over their country. These cats are working over there 24/7. They make you. They make no excuses, and if they're making excuses, they are in trouble." Yes, China roads are great. China roads are great. They are doing great with their roads and services. The people are not getting paid a lot to do that. You're not gonna. No American person is gonna want to hear. You're gonna give me low wage labor and work 24 hours, and I could barely take care of my family. That's not. They're trying to do it, but yeah. I'll holler at y'all on the next one. Thank y'all for all coming through. The likes is very low. Wow, we only got 6 likes, y'all. That's not good. That's not good at all. Anyway, I'm out. Peace.